Yo, what's up guys, it's DoomX here. I'm finally back with a brand new video. In today's video, I wanted to showcase my latest version of my Pendulum Magician deck. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So yeah, I got to Diamond 1 with this deck in Season 5, so I think that's pretty good. I think a lot of you guys have been struggling, or I don't know, but I know I kind of did struggle, but after the ban list dropped and after DPE dropped, I actually got to Diamond 1 within the first day. So yeah, it's been a week since I got to Diamond 1 and I haven't been uploading a video in a while, so I just wanted to do this deck list and yeah, let's just get right into it. So first, I'm playing the 2 copies of Tuning Magician. I was playing this at 3 at first, but then I dropped it down to 2 because I think it's better at 2. If you draw it, it's okay because you have another one in the deck, and even if you do draw it, you can use it as a tuner to make Christian Hack-a-Fibrax, which is pretty good. So that's why I play this card, because this card is really good, obviously. And then I'm playing 1 copy of Magician Souls. This is like a free extender for the deck because you can search it with Time Star Magician from the deck, and then use it as a free extender. Also, a cool thing with Time Star Magician is that if you have Wisdom Eye Magician in the scale, you can protect Wisdom Eye using Time Star's effect and send Tuning Magician to the graveyard, so that you always have access to a tuner on the field, which is pretty good. So that means you always have access to a Christian Hack-a-Fibrax. Next, I'm playing the 1 copy of Max Z. I wanted to keep my deck 40 cards, so I didn't really know what I could do to make it 40 without playing 3 Maxis, so I had to cut this card to 1. Otherwise I would play it at 3, but it is what it is. I'd rather play 3 Ash Blossom because it is a tuner monster and it does stop Maxi. I feel like this deck really struggles against Maxi, so I wanted to prevent Maxi as much as possible. This card is literally a win condition for like most decks, but I didn't really want to abuse it, but you kind of need to, so yeah, it is what it is. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Perform Pendulum Sorcerer. This card isn't really necessary, I think. I'd actually cut this card, to be honest, but it's nice to search out the Joker, so yeah, I play it still. So then I play the 3 copies of Wisdom Eye Magician. This is pretty good because it can search you any of your scales to your extra deck, to your Pendulum Zone. And then Joker, you play this because it can search any of your Pendulum monsters. 2 Harmonizing Magician because it's the best Pendulum monster in the deck, I think, because it can tutor out any of your other Pendulum Magicians, which is pretty good. Usually you want to tutor out Hove Dragon Magician because it's a level 6 and Harmonizing is a level 4 tuner. You can make Brown pretty easily, so yeah. Then I'm obviously playing the Destiny Hero package with Celestial and Dasher. This is to make DPE, so yeah, that's why I play it. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Double Iris Magician. This card can search out the Star Pendulum Graph or the Time Pendulum Graph. Usually you want to search out the Time Pendulum Graph after you Pendulum Summon, but before you Pendulum Summon, you can search out the Star Pendulum Graph if you can. Next, I'm playing the 3 copies of Black Fang Magician. Pretty good card because it can lower the attack points of your opponent's monsters, and you can break boards easily this way, so I like it. Then I'm playing 1 copy of White Wing Magician. I know a lot of people cut this card because it's not really a good card, but I mainly use it as a backup tuner monster, so you can make Hack-a-Fibrax easy. And you guys will notice that I talk about Hack-a-Fibrax a lot. It's because I think it's better than Electromite in this version of the deck. It's because you can make this, then Dagda, which is pretty good. So then I'm playing the 3 copies of Purple Poison Magician. This is another card that can break boards pretty easily. Pretty self-explanatory for that. 1 copy of Artifact Scythe because yes, I'm playing the Dagda in the deck. It's pretty easy to pop the Scythe using the DPE package, which is pretty good. And then the 2 copies of Oak Dragon Edition, 1 copy of Chronograph Sorcerer, just another Astrograph Sorcerer, I guess, but Astrograph Sorcerer is the better card because you can kind of loop it with Electromite. And then I'm playing one copy of Pendulum. I think this card is actually really good in this version of the deck because, like I said before, I don't use Electromite in this version of the deck as often as I use Crystal Hack of Hybrax. So I think this card is really good for this reason. Next, I'm playing 3 copies of Duel Alliance. This card can search out any of your Pendulum cards like Pendulum Call, Double Artemis Magician, Time Pendulum Graph, and Star Pendulum Graph, which is pretty good. And I guess Pendulum Sorcerer too if you want it. So yeah, I guess you can't really cut this card because it is a low scale for your deck for Duel Alliance target. Next, I'm playing the 2 copies of Fusion Destiny. This is obviously for the DPE package. You can send this off of Verte to make DPE pretty easily, which is pretty good. Star Pendulum Graph, this card searches out any of your Magician monsters, which is pretty good. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Call by the Grave. I'd actually play 2 copies of this, but as you guys can see, I'm out of UR points and I can't afford it right now, so that is what it is. But this card is mainly used to stop Max C because I think Max C is like the most threatening card against my deck. I hate playing against Max C. I think it's pretty toxic in the meta game. So, and then I'm playing 1 copy of Time Pendulum Graph. This is like one of the best trap cards for Pendulum Magicians, so that's why you play it. For the extra deck, I'm playing 1 copy of DPE. Obviously, you want to play this card because it can pop your opponent's monsters, and it can reoccur itself. You can also pop your own Scythe, and then extra deck lock your opponent, which is pretty good. Then I'm playing 1 copy of TG Wonder Magician. This is mainly just in case I cannot go for the DPE for whatever reason. I can make Wonder Magician and pop my own Scythe using this. And then I can make Baron on my opponent's turn, which is pretty good. And then yeah, I'm playing 1 copy of Baron because obviously it is a Omni Negate and it can destroy a monster or any card on the field, which is pretty good. 1 copy of Time Star Magician. This card can search out basically any of my monsters in my deck, and it can also protect my scales from being destroyed, which is really good. So yeah, that's what I mainly use it for. Then I'm playing 1 copy of number 41 Baguska. I know you guys have seen me cut this card a lot, but I think it's kind of necessary to play it again because Sword Soul exists, and I think Baguska kind of beats that deck. That deck is mainly a synchro deck, so Baguska will be able to easily beat that deck, which is really good. And then I'm playing 1 copy of Raiders Knight and Arc Rebellion Exceeds Dragon. You guys have seen me play this card a lot, and I've OTK'd so many people with this card, so I think I'm always going to keep this card in my deck. So yeah. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Artemis the Majestis. This card is really good. It can turn your Tuning Magician it can turn a Tuning Magician into this card, and then you can use Tuning Magician's effect to special summon itself. Then you can make Crystal Hack of Hybrax, so that's pretty good. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Electromite. Self-explanatory, but mainly I don't use this card a lot, but it does come up sometimes in case I don't draw a tuner monster, so yeah, you need to still play it. And then I'm playing 1 copy of Hack of Hybrax, obviously one of the most broken cards in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. 1 copy of Artifact Dagda. I know you guys have been seeing this card a lot against other decks, so you want to abuse this card as well in this deck. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Verte Anaconda. This card brings out DPE pretty easily. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Selene, Appaloosa, and Access Go Tucker to round up the extra deck. So yeah, that's going to be it for my deck profile. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more deck profiles like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.